Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for having me. So you got a little bit of an introduction on that first day, but I'll do a little bit of review. So these are the three areas my lab is investigating right now: AI for advising, open source tutoring, and AI for something called articulation and transfer. You can think of that as sort of the meso level of student course selection, advising students on what courses to take so they can transfer between institutions. In America, this is how is responsible for a large part of economic upward mobility, where students at low-cost community colleges can pay for that lower cost 2 years and then transfer to a 4-year school like Berkeley and finish there. And much of this started in 2015, as I had mentioned on the first day, with two grants from the US National Science Foundation. One grant was to study deep learning applied to higher education data, and this was the first grant NSF had issued in terms of applying deep learning to higher ed. And then another grant, which was to do something with what you learn. And what we propose to do is develop a recommender system based on that basic algorithmic work that we did. My lab's a little bit interesting. As you heard, my background's computer science, but I'm in a school of education, and my lab is very multidisciplinary. We have PhD students who have a background in UI UX, from industry, a pedagogical expert, a PhD student studying specifically transfer and credit mobility in the US, a number of engineering students, machine learning students, and students who are focusing on psychometric measurement. And they're all contributing to trying to get a big picture view of student success, both from the meso level of course selection and from the more micro level of skill building, mastery learning within a course. So that's how I'm going to try to tie these two subjects together. It's all about student success. But let me bring you to the first finding we had out of this NSF grant to apply deep learning techniques, neural networks, to enrollment sequences in this case. So we had 10 years about of enrollment histories of students at UC Berkeley, what courses they took, what semester. And we fed this through an RNN. This was around 2018. And then we looked at the hidden representation of each student, where the RNN inputs are the courses. And we looked at the hidden representation right before they graduated. And then we did t-SNE dimensionality reduction to plot the students, and we colored it by their major.